out of the community center in Cross Village for like P&E, MDOP, something like that. We shall find out.
Hey, how are you,
Hi.
sir?
I'm doing all right. How are you fellas doing?
Good, sir. Good, sir.
Okay.
I'm retired LE. I came out here. They were going to do a forensic audit on the machine.
Okay.
We met the young lady here who is one of the board members. We came in. We went to the secured door. At that point in time, she noticed that the door was unsecured at this time. Talking with her, she and her brother were the last ones here.
Okay.
They locked that door, deadbolted it and everything. What I noticed about it is, you'll notice too, so it appears that somebody made it look like they maybe kicked the door in, but there's no pry marks on your deadbolt.
Okay.
None, zero. But the handle on the door itself has been damaged.
Gotcha.
This gentleman here was doing the forensic audit.
Okay.
He saw that the machine, and she noticed the machine had been tampered with when he got into it, and we have pictures and video. It has been tampered with,
Okay.
destroyed. Stuff has been removed. All right.
So it's this building specifically that got broken into, or the,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Correct.
And where was did somebody kick at?
Right over here,
Right
sir.
over here. Okay. Okay.
So the machine was right here,
All right.
but as you can see, there's not even a scratch. And she said she and her brother were the last ones here. So obviously, this has been, but this hasn't.
Yeah.
So
Okay. And then how would the door to the whole entire building itself, how was that secured?
they're all secured.
They were all, so someone would have
Someone
had to
had
break
the
in.
key.
Okay.
But there was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it to you.
Sure.
Unfortunately, you got the paperwork,
Yeah.
but I walked the perimeter.
Yeah.
There's no attempted. You can look at it for
Yeah.
yourself. I mean, even snow track, nothing.
Sure.
So obviously, somebody involved has keys.
Right.
At least that's
What it would
that's
appear.
gonna that's gonna be on you, officer.
Sure.
But I wore the same badge 14 years,
Fair enough, man.
and I've gone to residence.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I even looked around here to see. I mean, you can see the door here. I mean, there's nothing, man. Nothing.
Yeah.
You can feel the door. You can just kick that open one.
Yeah.
No problem. So,
Okay.
this, in my opinion, looks
Sure.
to be staged.
Yeah.
And as far as the machine is concerned, this gentleman here and these folks here can explain to you, but it was broken into.
Okay.
And with everything going on,
Sure.
yeah.
Sure. No, I completely understand. I think I'm getting the picture. So, and as far or start with a B?
Yes.
Okay. I think we have your information already.
Yes, sir.
So we're good to go on that.
Okay, sir.
Is there anything else that you notice that I should be aware of? Or you don't, I mean, you can stick around for as long as you want. I just
No, sir.
really don't wanna-
I'll answer any questions.
Okay.
I'll give you a statement, whatever you want, or you want me to do whatever. I'll
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
Sure.
Unfortunately, it's your investigation.
No,
at this
I know
point.
that. Basically,
So-
I just didn't. If you're, I know this call came in like 2 hours ago. We
Yes,
were
sir.
at an accident. So,
No, I get it. Yeah,
um,
he told me you guys had a code 4. So that right there, in my opinion, should probably be in a chain of custody. And again, you guys. I did my law enforcement in Ohio, so I don't know you guys.
Sure.
But
well, if it's been tampered with, then
well,
yeah.
and I mean that's no joke, man. That's a voting machine.
Right.
With all the craziness.
Right.
Yeah, so, and Alan can explain to you the damage that he has recorded and seen as well.
Sounds good, because I don't even know the first place to start on that. So.
Well, the biggest thing is just that, the body cam too, to see that this was compromised. This is the computer, this is the voting machine. It drops off the ballots down underneath there. And I came here to just do a forensic on it.
Is that part of your normal policy? Just make sure it's operating properly and everything?
No, I was. This is going through something else through the election integrity system, and the seal was broken. These screws are not normal screws, so somebody had to use something, and they stripped them because I did a real close up of all these screws here.
Okay.
So somebody got into this machine because they couldn't put a standard USB thumb drive into this because of the way this is designed. It's designed so you have to have a real special thumb drive that goes into it. So because of that, there's nothing that can be extracted now. It's been compromised.
I see. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to take in all at once here. So there was a USB in there, and it's now gone. There was nothing in there. Okay.
We tried to put a USB put in there, that there's a special one they have to use from the
Which
state.
goes right back to the county
Yeah.
when we turn in the election.
Okay.
Or the election results.
And then so I was going to take it apart to extract it from the hard drive itself.
Sure.
But all the screws had been chewed up.
Okay.
Somebody used some tool that was not a normal. This is like a Bristol type screw, and all the screws around here to get into the actual computer.
Okay.
So that's the machine's been compromised.
Okay. So
And we think
This is-
they tried to put something in there because this,
That was inside here,
That was
broken
inside,
off.
yeah.
okay, and that's not part of this original machine in any way.
no.
Okay.
and I
Now,
know-
was there supposed to have? You said there was not supposed to have been
No,
anything in
there
there, so they didn't actually. We don't think they actually stole anything
well,
from
they
this
might have
machine.
stolen
information from it.
The information. Okay, and they got that from getting inside of
They
it
had,
by
they had-
taking these
they had to
screws
get the
off.
screws off to get
Okay.
inside of it. Yeah.
All right. I was confused about why the
Yeah, I
USB
don't-
was such an important
They
part
would
of
have
it.
only been able to try that though in there.
Sure.
If they had a key to this,
Yeah.
because it's a specific key,
There's a
Okay.
special key that goes
which
into
is
that.
right on the other side of the machine.
So
Okay.
whoever took it apart though would have gotten their fingerprints on this.
Sure.
Because they would have had to hold it and take it apart. So
And this,
besides my fingernail, my fingers are on it.
the texture is, it could go either way. We could fume it. Okay, so who were allegedly the last two people who were in here, and how long has it been since anyone has seen this, as far as you guys are aware? I mean, election was like 2 months ago, or
I seen it on, wish I could remember the exact date. I seen it when I came in with my brother John. I thought I was saying Steve, because my brother Steve is the clerk now. My brother John used to be the clerk a few years ago.
okay,
He came down here with me and we were cleaning out some file cabinets so I'd have a place to put files. And we took the files in there, and the machine was in there at that time. This was still in there and it was closed, and we weren't, I said, oh, there's that old DS, whatever it's called. And it was still in the same spot when we came in. It didn't look like it was moved this time.
okay,
But when we went in there, we had to find a key to get in there because I'm new to the clerk position, and there's a lot of keys on that key ring, and I don't remember if it was on there. And so if we used the key to unlock the deadbolt, went into there, put the files on the shelf and sat down one box of files, and then came back out and turned the lock, and I remember turning the knob and pushing to make sure it was locked.
okay.
And so, and then hopefully the key's on the ring if I ever do need it again, not that it'd matter at this point, but then we, and that was the last time anybody that I know of with
Okay.
me or anybody else would have even had any reason to go into that room.
Okay, and how long ago was that?
Let's see. I'm gonna say about a week ago. but maybe even 10 days ago. Because here's what happened, I came down here and I was doing some work, and then I called him and asked him to come down because I was having trouble with Pontum, John.
Okay.
And he came down. Pontum is the program we use for all our bookkeeping. And John knows all about it because he's an original person that set up Pontum.
Sure.
So he came down and showed me what I needed to do. And then I said, geez, I need to find a place to start storing these new files. And he's like, what do you mean? And so I showed him that all the file cabinets were full of a bunch of files. And so he said, well, let's empty out this top one, and we can put everything that's current down here in the next one down, and take out the older stuff and put it in the storage room.
Okay.
And I said, okay. So we did that, and he came with me, and we put them in the storage room.
Those files are in here right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
The files are sitting
There's a
stacked
box
on the
of stuff
shelf
in
in there.
Okay.
This is Diane Keller, she's a township clerk,
Okay.
and I'm a trustee on the board.
Okay.
And then I was down here last night, but the lights were off, and I met with our CPA, or our accountant, doing our,
Oh, Rick was over?
yeah, Rick met me down here so he could get some minutes that he didn't have
Yeah.
in the files that he had gotten before I was clerk. So he came down here, but we never came into this room. Then yesterday morning, and I came down here, and I went into the office, and I got the key, which goes to the display case out there, the little one that's on a pink thing there.
Okay.
So I could hang my minutes in there.
And those keys are left inside this building?
No, I keep those keys right with me all the time.
Okay.
And nobody lives with me right now. They're always in my bedroom in a dresser drawer that nobody would ever access. And then I came up in here. I didn't turn the light on or nothing, but I picked up 2 books up. One, I walked right over to this table. These are new books that people drop off outside.
Okay.
And I had brought some in and stacked them here. And then I seen one I wanted to take, so I took it with me and went out the door. And I don't think that door was even open then.
When was the last time that you saw that door shut, or that you?
The last time I saw that door shut, I'm pretty sure was yesterday without even consciously being aware of it. But because the light was off, it was early morning yesterday. I don't know what time
So
I
that
made
could have been
it.
that could have been probably a week, because it was just barely ajar.
Yeah,
When
it could
have
either been a week.
Could have been 2 weeks.
Except for I don't know. It could have been, but I'm more apt to think it was sometime after I left the building yesterday. I might be wrong. I don't know. The only reason I say that is because this is exactly what I did. I had the books and I had taken them in there with me to get the key. And I got the key, and I was going to go out, and then I come through here like this, and I'm holding the key in my hand to go outside, right?
Okay.
And there's a little shadow box, we call it, where we post the minutes. And the minutes were in my car still. And I came back in, and I was holding it in my hand, the keys and the books in this hand. And I came in, and I took the books over, and I sat them down right here. And then I looked over there, and there were a couple books, and so I picked one up and took it with me. And I turned like this and walked. So it seems like I would have noticed, but maybe not. You know, it's different when the lights are on in here. Because it's kind of dark in here, even during the daytime. But
You have been in that
How
door.
close was this door to shut?
I don't know.
Without touching the handles and everything, would you show me what you
When I
thought?
came in here, it was open, just like that right there.
And I was in the
Just like
office
that when I-
getting the key.
Okay.
And she-
Thought I
she
was
said,
going
"Need
to
a
get
key?" I
it.
says, "Di, it's already open."
Yeah.
That's when all this.
And I'm like, it is? And I came in. And that's when I noticed the
So it
door
was like
knob.
that.
Yeah, not quite that open, but not, a little bit back this way, yeah.
But I think I would have noticed it just walking in, even in the day, even without the lights on in here. Because, like, with the lights off, I mean, at this time of night it's this dark, but I was here at,
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, well, I had to catch the post office, so I think it was like about 8:30, 9, not long after the post office opened.
When, yesterday?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
yesterday
see you
morning.
there.
You seen me at the post office. What
And I
time was
going to
it?
the doctor, and it was about.
I don't know, I can't remember.
10:15.
10:15, yeah, something like that. But I came
How
in
does the
and,
sunrise?
and that's why I got,
How does the sunrise? Over there? So, Just wondering if you could have caught any light coming through there.
Well, it was,
That would have been, I mean, to me,
Yeah.
because you said the lights were off, right?
yeah, the lights were
So
off.
you
in
would have
this
caught,
room.
so if the door was open, you probably would have seen light coming through the opening of the door, wouldn't you?
That's what
I would
seen.
think
That's
so,
what I
yeah.
seen.
Right, so that makes sense, so you didn't see the light.
No, I didn't. In fact, when I
I'm
walked
sorry.
in,
No, you're fine.
yeah,
Man.
when I walked in, it was just like automatic, you know, because I knew that they were new books. They were sitting out there on the bench when I came in. And so I carried them with me and foolishly took them into the office with me instead of taking them right in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Took them in the office with me because I just wanted to get the pink key because it always hangs on the pegboard. And then when I came in, I said, oh, I'll just set these books down. And I set the books down on the table right there. And then I picked up one that somebody else had left to put on the table, you know, because we just stack them there until we get time to put them in, pull it away.
Sure.
And I picked one up. And I had my minutes, in my hand, that's right. Because I laid them down on my hand and I'm holding the key, and my keys are in my pocket to get in the building. And I went out the door, and the door shut behind me, and I'm like, shit, I can't get back in, because I never turn that thing unless I'm going.
Okay. So,
Nobody's been in the buildings for, what, 3 months now, or maybe longer.
Because we're not even doing our, the reading room has been closed.
Last summer, yeah.
And that's why I put the key thing on my key ring, because I had accidentally locked myself out, so I know the door was locked when I left. But
how about
I had
any other
my
doors?
keys in.
This is a big building. Is there any other doors to get
There's
in?
one in the office, and there's one,
I wonder if they came in the back door from the basement.
I don't know, but there's a few different entrances, and we don't use any of them. This goes down into the basement.
You get the key
and
with you
there
tonight?
is- Oh, is that one locked? I don't
Yeah,
know.
somebody-
Well, if it's locked, then there's no sense in opening it back up.
So the biggest thing, Officer Mark,
There is
Yeah.
one over here too, but
that I see is that had a deadbolt. You had to have a key.
Yeah.
The machine was totally handicapped.
I think so
I
too.
put up I had it
Okay.
videotaping me the whole time. When I touched it, it was already in. Everything was intact. So
Sure.
somebody took it out and put it back after they got into it.
Right,
Okay.
yeah, the machine itself, yeah.
Who has keys to those machines? I mean, are they special only to those machines, or?
Yes.
Yes, they are, and I have one on my key chain,
Okay.
and I don't know if there's any other ones. If there are, I don't know where they would be. I know they probably gave us extra ones, but I don't know who would have them.
I would assume
Okay.
anyone who had a key to something like that, there should be a receipt of
I would assume the
that,
same
hey,
thing.
I received a key.
Right, but I'm saying I don't know who would
What-
have
The only
them.
person that you know at this point in time is you.
Me, and then the previous clerks from before, but I don't, you know, why would you keep that, you know?
But is that a new machine this year, though?
No, we've had that machine for a while. Because when the last 2 years I did elections, we had that machine, at least
So I saw
two.
2018 on the date on that.
Yeah.
So,
Was this
Yeah.
a scheduled appointment that you had today to be here?
it was through the election integrity.
But I mean, it was scheduled though. You didn't just show up unannounced. Was it scheduled that you were supposed to be here today?
I was called, yes.
Okay. Who made that call?
What's your name?
Deputy Mark Hazen.
Maven, okay. Mark.
Yep. Who set that appointment up?
I don't know. I didn't.
It seems there's many things that seem very odd. One of the main ones is this machine's been sitting in there since prior to November 15th, I'm assuming, and I'm assuming you haven't been here in that
I've
amount of
never
time.
been.
No, this is the first time I've
Okay,
been here.
so we've narrowed it down to a week, possibly less than 24 hours before the machine is supposed to be audited. It gets tampered with.
Exactly.
We have one person that we know of who has a key, which is you,
Right, yeah.
and apparently you appear to be the very last person in this building
Right,
12 hours ago.
yes,
Well, 24 hours ago, whatever.
yeah. Yeah.
And you live alone.
Mhm.
Nobody broke into your house.
No, no.
Okay, there's a.
You're too
I'm
big
not.
for your
I am
finger.
not trying to. I'm not. Look, I'm not What was your
know.
first name again? I'm sorry.
Diana.
Diana, okay.
Yeah.
I am not in the position currently to accuse you.
Right, yeah.
However, there's a lot of things that are stacked against you.
I know there is, and that's why I was nervous, and I told Woody, I said, it makes me nervous, that this happened, because, exactly, here's the only other thing that I can think of, and that is that tomorrow is when we do every township in Michigan basically is doing it. It's a RAL, we call it, and it's where I'm going to have to be here with a Republican, which is my brother Steve's a Republican, and he's the supervisor. He's going to help me do it. And we have to open up the ballot bin, take the ballots out in a nice stack, and then we have to count through them.
Okay.
So, to a certain number, 13 or 12 or whatever, and take that one out and check on a little mark. I have all the paperwork in here that I have to do when that day comes. So it wouldn't have involved that machine or anything for what I'm doing tomorrow.
Sure.
But I don't know if somebody got wind of that besides me and my brother. I mean, we talked amongst ourselves about it, about coming down and doing it, because they want us to stream it live when we do it, but we can't because we don't know how to stream something live. I don't anyway.
Sure.
But she did tell us we can do a recording of it and then post that online.
Who knew that machine was even in that room? Yeah, I've never been in this building
I would
before.
imagine, I knew it was there for a long time because I worked on elections.
Yeah.
So I imagine anybody that worked on elections or anybody that had any reason to have access to that room, which basically it would be anybody that stored files from here to there, I would assume, would know that machine was in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to remember back when we used to keep the machines in there
Yeah.
when I was important. I'm trying to remember back. I know it got so much stuff in there that we decided I said, what about, here we go.
Well, and I think when they made, that old one we had was different. It didn't have the,
There was 2 or 3 machines like in there.
Yeah, yeah.
So we moved them in there to get more room in that office.
yeah,
That was, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago though.
yeah. And every time I worked an election, that was one of the things we do. We'd go in there and get that machine and pull it out and get it set up ready for the start of the election the following morning. So, I understand that I'm probably the only one that,
How do we find out who else had a key?
I don't know.
I know this much, and I don't mean to interrupt right now.
You're fine.
That this is closed right now,
Yeah.
but it has a lock flip on it. And that back door to the basement, it's been open, and I had people down there camping down there, sneaking in the back door. That's why if you can open it, I'd like to go down and check the back door, make sure it's still closed.
Okay.
'Cause
My
Yeah, I
keys
know
are
when I walked around,
still in that
I
machine.
checked and pulled on all the doors.
on that back door?
Yes, sir, but there's nothing wrong with double checking it.
That's what I'll do, yeah, just keep an eye on it. Yeah.
Who's this?
My friend called us and said she needed us here, so here we are.
Pardon me?
I got a call from Priscilla. She said she needed help, so here we are.
I'll give you a
No?
statement.
Priscilla,
Her
where's
survey's
Priscilla?
changed twice.
I know
Just
she
so you know.
She said,
Okay.
Again, I'm not pointing fingers just like you. I don't have
Priscilla
enough
doesn't even come in.
articulated evidence to say or do whatever,
I
but
mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, man, to me, there's some red lights. If you listen to her voice, you know, see her hand shaking, stories change twice. I don't know. Sometimes you remember shit and it does change, but
Right.
it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. It don't smell, it don't pass the smell test.
you don't say anything.
You know what I mean? So,
I'm on board.
yeah.
I've never-
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I should have told dispatch I had firearms on me.
Oh, you're good, man.
I saw you look and I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Why don't you call it on your cell phone?
You're not.
I even stripped all my police shit off and I got it.
I gotcha.
I just,
Well, I mean, you let me know what
Yeah.
your history was as soon as I walked in the door, so don't even worry about it. You're all good.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
You guys doing all right out there, man? I know it's getting to be hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
At least you guys are okay up here, man.
We're
Big cities, man.
yeah.
melt
No,
now.
I'm quite content.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Emmet
man.
County.
Yeah, no, it's I can show you scars from fucker cut me through my vest.
Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. Jeez, oh, Pete. You said Ohio?
Screwdriver, yeah.
Okay.
Columbus.
Wow. Yeah,
Columbus
okay.
and Cincinnati.
Fair enough.
So they'd come down here and in that back door, and I'd catch them down there sleeping. And they were just the summer people. Now that's closed, so. And you check that one, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I pulled on that door.
And I'm gonna keep this one locked again. All right, that's locked. All right.
Yes.
That's it.
Somebody who had a key had to go into it.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
And they had to have. They had to
there
have
was
computer
nothing,
ID.
there was nothing even tampered.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What, back to those screws that were tampered with, did those ever actually get taken out, or they were just...
I don't know.
Did
Looks
anyone-
like they were stripped.
They're all
Okay.
chewed because they didn't have the right tool.
Okay, so no one actually got, but the key is the definite thing that needed to be used to get into that little department where the USBs were, correct?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
you had to have a key. You
Okay.
didn't pull the machine out to
Yeah.
take it apart. You actually had a key to unlock it.
Oh, I see, to even get
So
the...
you can't even pull that
You
machine
can't
out.
pull it out.
Okay.
The whole thing's locked up, so you have to have a key to actually open
Gotcha.
up.
Several different keys,
No.
if I remember correctly.
What-
One is to pull the machine out of the machine itself.
Yeah.
One, there's another key to get into that department.
Okay.
So you actually,
Yeah.
What, my knowledge on this is here compared to yours.
I own a computer repair company.
Okay, gotcha. How,
so you might want to tell them what's going on. Or
There's
just
something
mention
more.
it.
She wants you upstairs.
okay.
There was word of that the machines are going to be wiped tomorrow.
Yeah,
So I was contracted. I was from like the Department of Defense contact to come here and to clone the hard drive so we can investigate the software at
okay,
some other place.
And that's why I'm with him.
gotcha.
We had to have somebody else.
Security.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now. Okay,
And
gotcha.
He had to record me.
Allegedly, the DOD is on the perimeter. Allegedly, we don't
Yeah.
know, but they're DOD contractors that have been watching this place when we got here, or previously, or right before we got here. They were perimeter. I don't know. I can't
Fair enough.
confirm or deny, but I'm
Sure.
just telling you the information
Sure.
we were given.
Okay,
So.
so there's a little bit more, okay, fair enough.
No, this is a
yeah.
little bit bigger than I think than any of us realize at this point in time. That's why,
Yes.
as soon as we got this, we were.
Some of the software on there would have had logarithms that could be investigated.
Okay,
So
And that's where all the tracing is coming from, is the algorithms.
okay, and I think I've asked this, I just want to be 100% sure. It was tampered with, yes. Was anything stolen from that machine?
can't tell.
Can't tell. Okay. Okay. And we don't know if anything was wiped already before you guys got here, or I guess I don't know if I'm using the right terminology, but as basically at this point it's a big old fat question mark if there's anything was actually done to it, or if it was just absolutely tampered with. We know that,
Yeah.
but if they actually were able to finish the job, so to speak. So okay. Well, and not
You
that
would
it-
be more inept to answer that question,
Yeah.
but
and not that it matters, really.
no, not that it matters
No.
because the crime has been committed.
Right,
obviously.
right. It's just I just want to
Definitely
get
got
the.
burglary or.
This is most likely going to get passed along to my detective department because I think we're on the right track with Diana Keller. I need to write people's names down. That's a strange coincidence that she's. That's a strange coincidence. Okay. I guess I need to go see what they wanted me upstairs for, and then I'm going to gather people's information. I'm probably going to wind up taking that machine. Is that acceptable to take that
Oh, yeah,
machine?
absolutely.
I
Okay.
would, and I would.
And then I've noticed the gentleman who's helping us, I can't remember his name either. He's touched almost every doorknob in here. But the machine is, at least we can take it, fume it. Probably should actually go get eyes on it right now. And photograph it, and I'm going to probably pass this on to my detective bureau, and we'll get everyone's names and start digging into it.
It's a federal thing at this point.
Yeah, and if the detective bureau gets a hold of it and they deem it fit to be sent to the FBI, then we'll absolutely do that too. Is that who it would go to, or Department of Justice? If they were okay.
Department of Defense.
Department of Defense. Gotcha.
What's
okay.
going on right now?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, I guess I'll certainly get the initial, get photographs, get that. I'm going to grab some gloves. I'll see what they wanted to talk to me about in the first place. You guys wanted me up here?
Diane wanted you. Diane!
You wanted me?
Yes, these two ladies, when they were getting ready to leave, they said that I said something about we're doing this or that, and she said, well, who's the sheriff, who's the officer in there? And I said, I can't pick up his name right now, but he came in to investigate because there was a break-in. And she said, well, that's what Priscilla told us. How did you know it was broken in, Priscilla?
No, not until I spoke to Howard.
I didn't say you were broken in.
Tara told me.
Who?
Tara, the one
Oh,
that
Tara. I haven't talked to Tara since
this morning, earlier.
earlier this morning, but I
Yeah.
said it was broke. I said we're going to get into it.
Yeah, that's
Come in
all
and-
later.
they'll
Yeah,
come
this
and
is-
have-
I just found
No,
out.
I got the phone call. They said they're going to come out. So they came to my house, okay? And then we came over and I called Diane so she could be here because she's the clerk. And that's how we got into it.
So how did anybody find out it was broken into when you guys came down
Just
here?
now, the door was
Just
open.
when you came down? Okay,
So how did
So
you
that
find
door
out?
was open when we walked in.
yeah. I heard it just from here, when I called in to see,
Well, there's a mix-up somewhere because I never.
Yeah.
When did you call in? Who did you call when you called in?
Howard's house. And his wife was telling me that was when you ran home, I guess, when you came down here and you went back to the house.
Oh, I had to go back to the house.
That was it, yeah,
Oh, okay. She didn't say you called.
yeah.
Okay.
There was something going on, so,
All right.
oh, I know,
So the phone call came to me this morning, okay?
yeah,
First thing, you called me first, okay?
yeah.
And said something about we're gonna have a forensic,
Yeah.
what do you call it?
Forensic audit.
Forensic audit. So I called Tony Dreyer, okay? And Tony told me to call Susan. So I called Susan
Yeah.
at the county. And Susan says, they're gonna come in and clean the machines, okay? We don't know what day that was. But then I get a phone call, these gentlemen are gonna come up here and do a forensic test on the machine to make sure that everything was up. I'm not, if this machine's been messed with, somebody that really knows computer stuff had to do this,
Yeah.
okay? So, it's where it is.
Did you
This is-
call these guys then?
Pardon me?
Did you call these two gentlemen?
They came to my house this morning. To do a forensic.
Well, about 2 o'clock, I guess you come by, wasn't it? Yeah.
So, here we are. So this has been, they looked on the side of it and these little screws have been boogered, the seal's broken,
It's been compromised.
so, that's what we're setting at right now.
So what are you gonna do about it? I mean, what
The
can we do?
investigation's been started.
Good,
It's already investigated.
good. Then
How-
you're doing a report then, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Then
But-
good.
Okay.
So you used to be on the board here?
I was a township
She was a
clerk.
clerk,
were you really?
she was a
Are you
clerk and then
Brian?
Diane got.
No, ma'am. No,
So
ma'am.
where's Brian at? From ES&S?
He's not
Who?
here at this point.
Brian
Who's,
from ES&S.
I don't know who that is.
The guy that comes out and is supposed to do the maintenance on these
Oh,
things.
what's his name?
Brian Stark,
Brian Stark, he's coming tomorrow.
he's not coming tomorrow.
Oh, 19th you said? Huh?
He's coming the 19th.
The 19th, yeah.
yes.
So,
So you
So
came
he
down here.
he hasn't been out here yet to
No.
have done any.
no, he's not nothing.
Huh.
Some of this
Okay.
stuff is coming out of Washington, okay, to do this forensic
what?
studies.
Pause. Why are you three here in the first place? how'd you get called to come here?
I was called to come down and help. I
Okay.
didn't know you were here.
Okay.
They
It's
just
a
said,
public,
get down
yeah.
here. They wanted someone.
I understand it's a public place, but what brought you here?
Who called you?
Tara Jackson and Priscilla.
Oh, okay.
I'm the
Okay.
ex-clerk.
All right. And
I understand.
you were told that there was an issue,
And I was
or
the one that got
what
the
did
call
they
from
say?
Brian.
They were saying
Who's
that
Brian?
there was an,
The one we just talked about,
they thought
Star,
it was
from
broken
ESNS.
into.
How did he find out about it?
Concerned that someone
He
was
doesn't know
breaking
anything
the
about it.
machine.
He left me a message, he's gonna come
Tara
in.
Jackson, Priscilla.
So why are you here?
I was asked to come
Tara
down
Jackson,
here
the
by,
To do what? I'm just trying to get the facts here. I'm not trying to accuse you. I'm trying to figure out why you guys came down here in the first place.
Try to get someone
I
here.
talked to his wife, and I came down here after talking to his wife.
Okay, and what were you planning on doing when you got here?
Offering whatever assistance I can, if
For-
I knew anything at all, and I don't.
For assistance for what?
What is going on with obviously the machine.
Okay. All right. And your wife knew about what was going on? I'm sure you probably mentioned it to her.
First time I got the phone call last night, and they said there was gonna be a, what do you call it? Audit to come in.
Yeah, not an audit, no.
How-
That's when I called Tony Blair this morning to see if she knew anything about it. She told me to call the clerk's office. I
Okay.
called the clerk's office, county clerk. And when,
Yeah.
then all this started coming around.
Sure, so we've established that we knew that they were going to be here, but we didn't know that this place was broken into until what, 2 hours ago? 3 hours
3
ago?
hours ago, yeah, right?
Okay, so how did you guys know that this place was broken into?
I found out from calling his wife after he had come home to get a flashlight or something.
I had just some needle players.
Okay,
And that's how I
And
found out.
Donna told
Okay.
me that, yeah. By then, I think I probably was, I came in, it's over, somebody
Yeah.
broke into the house, the building.
all right. For starters, I'm gonna get a camera, I'm gonna get some gloves, I'm gonna get a bag. The same thing that you showed him as far as being able to get the machine out of this device and then open up everything with the key. Would you mind showing me that as well? And I can have it on my body camera here. Then I'm going to get everybody's information, and we're probably all going to get out of this building, to be quite honest. We're done. So this place is now, apparently it's a crime scene. So keep your hands to yourself, don't touch anything that's not already been touched, to almost everything, and we'll take it from there, okay?
Okay.
All right, be right back.
Roberts also no ballot, good till 7/29/2021.
Copy, thank you. If you would just have to note, and go ahead and clear me out afterwards.
Roger.
down here first and then try it. I think we'll have to.
Karen wants to talk to you. But she doesn't have a. I haven't but she's not.
All right, so if you want to do that.
Yeah, we're ready to go. Right now, this is going to be a demonstration of opening the voter box by someone who is trained to do so and the various keys involved in completing the process.
My fingerprints will be on somewhere, after I pulled it up to the door.
I guess he said he was talking on my phone.
Hello. Yes. Good.
It was unlocked. Took a picture before I touched it. It was unlocked.
Just like it is
It was
now?
never totally
Okay.
locked. It was never totally locked.
All right.
Okay.
Because I took a picture before I touched it.
Okay.
Do we have blue?
And
So this is how it was, but obviously it was unlocked because this one.
oh, so that's how it's supposed to be. We'll push down all the way.
Oh, and then this goes up to lock it, and then you got a
Okay.
key to lock it here. So this was actually unlocked.
Okay.
Because I took a picture before I touched it.
All right, we'll do it. Yep.
So then, outside of it being basically compromised, just sitting there.
Okay.
So the machine, this all comes out, and this goes out like this.
Okay.
That's when I started taking it apart.
Okay.
Was her key. Actually, she was doing it. We were videotaping it. And then, but to get to it, the USB drives, everything, you have to use these keys, or if you don't have these keys, you have to break into it from the screws.
Okay.
Which have been, the sealed one there has been broken into.
Sure.
Because you don't normally have to get into these things. The software people, they just come and plug their USB drives in.
Yeah.
So this was either because somebody either didn't have a key,
Okay.
they had to break in, the side of it.
Sure.
But that was unlocked.
Okay.
So this was actually unlocked. And I looked at my picture. Before I touched it, so I took pictures of it, and this wouldn't totally lock. So this was actually unlocked.
So somebody had to have a key to that as well to unlock that brake. Because this is going to be the brake
normally
to slide it up, right?
You normally would. So, see this machine, my guess is they could never lock it because something was wrong with the cover.
Who was the last one that handled this machine?
Put it away.
Who put it away? Who put it in that room?
Because they couldn't get the levers locked.
Until it's locked down here?
No, there's a
Okay.
problem with its locking system. But you can't
You
even
understand
lock
what
it
he's
right
saying?
now.
He's wondering or assuming, was it properly locked down? But either way, if it's put away, what's the standard operating procedure?
My first name is Mark, M-A-R-K. Last name is Hazen,
Just use it
H-A-Z-E-N.
to pack it
Yes,
all
correct.
up, lock it, and put it in that room.
I can see
Badge
why
number
it
is
wasn't locked.
2432.
If this was locked, they couldn't close it all the way. Okay. So it wasn't closed all the
You
way.
need a sign.
It's locked. This one should have stayed unlocked.
And there's no chain of custody on who handles the machine and this, that, and the other.
Just election.
Bet you there will be from
No.
here on out on it everywhere.
Yeah.
So because they didn't, it wasn't totally locked, somebody broke into that. All they would have had to do was
You
go
want
like this,
Did you want,
pop this open.
Mark.
Since this wasn't locked
Yes.
here.
did you want her address, phone number?
Oh, you guys doing this for me?
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate it.
We'll do two.
No, you would not need a key.
Oh, did you?
So we didn't
Well,
have.
we can make
Okay.
a
You didn't
copy
have
in
her key.
the
This
office,
would actually be
can't we? Just make a copy of the same one.
All right, so basically, I think I've actually spoken with you before. I spoke with you on the phone. This was been pre-election, and there was an issue with the post office.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
so
right.
I've spoken with you before. So
You have my
I do have your information. So you're good. Everyone else, I didn't realize you were writing all this down, your names and everything down on a piece of paper. I appreciate that a lot. First, middle, last, date of birth, and a phone number are the things that I require. And print as legible as possible, please.
Just follow.
Yep. Basically, everyone who's in the building right now, pretty much what's going to happen is this is fairly substantial, what's going on here. And we're not accusing anyone, basically, but because everyone's here, at a certain point, there may be a time where we come in, we take a fair amount of evidence from this building, and we'll need to know who is in this building right now, so if we come up with any sort of foreign person's fingerprint, DNA, you name it, you know, we can rule out, okay, well, no.
Yeah.
So that's the reason.
Do you want to take a report then with each of us now, or?
Well, basically, I kind of got the gist of it as far as
The sequence of events?
yes.
Persons, how they got here.
And it would seem as though the last time this place was seen was yesterday, and that room was not broken into as of yesterday.
Really? Somebody was here yesterday and it wasn't.
It would seem that way if my timeline is correct. So,
It was locked. I know I locked it when I left office.
how long ago was that you had seen it been in?
Back in November.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I think we might.
Yeah, the election, I locked that door.
Hey,
and
deputy,
that was it.
Yes,
can I speak to you for a moment?
you sure can.
Stand here so you can keep an eye on the machine, but what I just thought about is okay, so we looked at the 3 screws on the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were all stripped out, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if they're stripped out and they can't get them out, how would they be able to put them back in? I'm wondering if the evidence or the information they were trying to obtain was not able to be obtained, and they put it back. Because it wouldn't make much sense. If I strip the screw, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm no handyman, but if I strip the screw, I can't put it back in.
All right.
So
They
it
most
might have
likely
been
never took it
attempted,
out.
yeah,
Right.
and that information is still in there. So my question to you is this, sir. Is it possible that Alan can take a look and possibly open it up to see, okay, the information wasn't compromised or it was? Because that's going to be the first question they're going to ask
Yes,
you
yes.
to move forward with the case.
If he's got the capability, then I would be 100% on board with it.
Alan.
Yeah, as long as it's all going to be captured on this and
Right.
you have gloves on while you're doing it, then I'm fine with that.
But I've already touched it before.
Oh, that's fine. I saw you. I
You're touching
caught
it,
that too. But
But he's probably got a pair of latex gloves you can get. My question to him was the same I posed to you: is if the screws were stripped in an attempt to remove it, there's no way they could have put the screws back in a stripped form to resecure it. So I'm thinking the information you're trying to obtain might still be in there. So the question I posed to the deputy was, would it be permissible for you to try and attempt to get in there with what tools we have to see and make the determination, yes, it was compromised and it was taken, or no, it wasn't, but it was an attempt to compromise and take it?
It's possible. I don't have the kind of screw head to open that up,
Right?
without drilling them out.
Yeah?
I would have to drill them out.
I mean, we can't move this thing. It has to be done in front of him on the body cam. And that's what I was thinking is there any way we can actually get into that to make the determination? Because that's going to make a big determination on what will happen with this. Will it move forward? I mean, if they haven't gotten the information, yes, it's still a case, but it's not as serious a case.
is there
We're looking at this different thing. Brian was talking about taking this picture.
what
It's been bro. It's already been, yeah, see, that's the one.
Because I did a snapshot of that earlier. You can see that when it's blown up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my
You can
gosh.
see that it was chewed up.
where is that?
This is right.
Oh, that's the screw. Okay.
I don't know if they got into it because it looks like they just kept going and going.
Those are the same screws that bathrooms have on all their stalls and everything. which unless you have that exact thing, you're not getting into it. Which I don't know why they use those screws on bathrooms, but they do.
He's got on my side.
Now, how did the rest of it? How did you get the rest of it open? Like it was when I first.
Then you have to have a key.
Okay.
You do. Oh, it's a barrel. It's called a barrel key.
Okay.
You gotta go. I don't have no. Diane's got
So if you don't have a barrel key, then
The only way is the
the only other
screws.
way is the screws on
Okay.
the side.
Yeah.
No, and this was found
Inside the.
inside one of the USB ports.
ports,
Okay.
yeah.
Do we have those keys again, or if you just want to open up the whole entire thing just so it can be on my own camera as well?
Any particular place you want me to start?
Oh, however you get into it. This is 100% foreign to me, so. Okay.
Who's your horse? Okay. Talk to you on text.
And the other one's in the front.
Yeah, I was asking where you got signed.
Okay.
Lady for
That was open too?
Yeah, that one just opened today.
Okay.
Whoops, every time I reach in there, I hit the power thing.
Okay.
Huh?
I think that's it.
Did you already get pictures? I take it. Right?
Ma'am?
Huh?
You already took pictures. Right?
Yes, ma'am, we did. But we actually have video and pictures.
Okay.
So we have it all. They say that wasn't supposed to be in there. So I don't know.
And it was
Gotcha.
right down in there, but it could be from when somebody clipped off a.
Security.
Okay. Do you want to show me your keys real quick again? That's this key right here.
Yeah. That basically access everything on there except for that top one and the two drawers where the ballot goes.
Small, little, maybe Dito knows that we can pull those and help them.
Oh.
Maybe he says he thinks he might.
We have
How-
seen the houses, you know,
I'm going to ask you probably the same question over and over again. This key looks a heck of a lot similar to these screws being from a bathroom. This key looks like it would open up a toilet or a paper towel dispenser in a bathroom.
Right, but they're all designed differently, is what I've been told anyways. I don't know how true it is. They all have a different area where the slot is on them.
I hope that is different.
Okay. I mean, it looks exactly like the key that would open up a dispenser.
I know, because we used to use them at the store I worked at too, but it's not quite like that. It didn't have the nice black part on it.
Okay.
But, you know,
So you can't tell yet if
Okay. Is this list complete over here?
What's that?
Okay. Thank you guys for doing that, by the way.
Can we make a couple copies of that?
You sure can. Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, here's what, when we first got here, besides seeing the door was ajar, and took pictures of the actual.
No.
But see, it wasn't broken into because we had a deadlock up here that was unlocked. If it would have been locked, they would have broken off the whole trim and everything when they would have kicked it open.
Right. Do you want to see all that again?
Huh?
Do you want to see all that again?
Sure. So when we first got here, this, take a picture of it.
yes. I don't know.
See in the office.
A couple of different pictures.
Printers.
I have no idea.
did you want me to make a copy of that for you?
I don't know where I don't know where he went.
He went to his, I think he went to his truck to see if he had a tool that,
Gotcha.
might help.
Okay.
How are you?
Was this machine?
Pretty good.
Oh, geez. Who are you?
Is this where I vote?
What?
I don't know what to, yes, sir.
Holy crap.
There was a voting going on tonight?
Voting was a couple months ago.
Yeah,
Anyway,
This is where I get my Wi-Fi.
All right. This right now, I'm going to be real with you. This is the crime scene. I'm going to need you to turn around and walk right back out the door.
What's your name? Can I stand right here?
What? Who are you?
Richard?
Richard?
Rathburn?
Good. Rothberg?
Everybody calls me Chum.
Okay. What brings you here? Just to
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is what brings you here?
Yeah, the only way to communicate in the village. Why?
Okay.
What brings you here?
Well, details I can't really discuss. We're just trying to keep people out of this building.
Fine by me. Do you mind if I stand right here and use the Wi-Fi?
You can if you hang out on the bench. Is that going to work out good for you?
Perfect.
Okay. Sounds real good, man.
All right. Should I shut the door for you?
Yeah, you can leave it open for the time being, please. Thank you. And then you said your first name was Richard?
Richard.
All right, Richard.
R-A-T-H-B-U-R-N is my last name.
P-U-R...
No, R-A-T-H-B-U-R-N.
B-U-R-N. M.
Yes,
Okay.
like feel my wrath and burn. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
No, you're all good, man. What's your middle name?
Robert.
Robert is your middle name, and what's your date of birth, sir?
A 12186.
12186, and then good phone number?
For sure.
All right.
231-330. 9160.
9160. Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Yep. If you took my information, can I ask?
Who is this?
I have no idea, dude.
That's Woody. That's the guy that's here.
I live right here, bro.
No, you're good. You're good. Basically, I'm
This
just
is my
trying.
backyard.
This is your backyard, or is there's nothing behind here but woods, right?
Yeah, my house.
Okay, gotcha. No, you're all good. You're all good. Basically, I can't be letting any more people inside here unless they've already been in here. He's one of them. All right. I'm not trying to inconvenience it at all, but this is a crime scene right now.
What on earth is that for?
I can't tell you, man. I'm not at liberty to discuss details right now, okay? So, that's where it's at. I can't...
That seems very suspect to me.
Well, it's a suspicious crime scene, so yeah.
It seems
All right.
suspect to you, right?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Yep.
So we're on the same idea here?
Yep, we are.
Okay.
We are.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to use the Wi-Fi.
Okay. Sounds
Perfect.
good. Sounds real good to me. Thank you.
She said she doesn't know. He says he's hanging out here and there, waiting around, dancing in the streets. I don't know. It sounds like somebody homeless or whatever.
Gotcha.
I'll watch for him if you want.
What's that?
I wouldn't mind it. Appreciate it.
He looks like he's a little understaffed.
Yeah, I would agree.
24 or something.
Yeah. Some of our codes are the same, but for the most part, I don't know.
Code 4 is auto injury with accident, or with auto with injury.
Okay.
Code 2 is non-injury, 24 drunk.
Yeah, we for drunk be 54 too. Yeah, we don't use a ton of codes up here, but I get it though. Yeah, for us the drunk be like 54 too, and car accident which is called PDA, things like that. So
yeah, okay. I'll keep an eye on him. He's got some tools. Hopefully,
okay.
That might take a lot off your plate.
All right, appreciate it.
Oh, it's a different kind of. That's an Allen wrench.
Yeah, this.
It's going to have a hole in the center. Oh, you got one with a hole in the center.
That's
So that's the next one up from there.
that one. There you go.
It's too big.
No, too big.
So these are too small. This is too big. Is this a metric set?
That I don't know. I've never used it. We got it for Christmas.
See, clearly, this one here is even really chewed up.
Yeah, I see that.
So these probably aren't going to work because it was really chewed up.
Dias key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you think somebody used an impact drill to make it shoot up so bad?
Yeah, because he had to shoot up going and taking it out.
Yeah, somebody has probably a portable.
Yeah.
Oh, they're kind of like a star.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Those are the same security bolts they use for stalls and bathrooms.
That's what you said.
That's the only thing I've ever seen them on before.
The only thing I'm thinking is because it was like this when
Yeah.
we first got here, okay? Somebody did not have the keys on the top to actually get into it.
Uh-huh.
They didn't have these, the bathroom key to get into it. Because it was already open, it was compromised. All they would have to do is take this out like this.
Yeah.
And because it wasn't locked here,
Flip that down. Flip that down, make it slide
if this was properly locked, they would not have been able to get the machine out. Okay? It was not properly locked the way it was. All you have to do is pull it out after that point. And then,
But this was all locked.
then you can say, well, shoot, I can't get into it this way. Ooh, I can get into it through the screws on the side. Because that's how I was going to get into it when I saw it shoot up.
Were they able to get past any of these or no? You're saying that they couldn't go because wasn't the right fit?
We didn't have this one here, and these here are all chewed up. Can't even use a...
Okay. Well, I guess let's shut it off for now.
Yeah, just shut it off.
Oh, you just did? Okay. We'll close it back up. I guess with the key, I'll let you do that. Probably going to wind up taking that key, and then this machine's coming with me. We can kind of go round and round with speculation at this point in time. We're not going to get anywhere. I think you're right. I don't think they were able to get those screws out. And, I mean, could have been with a power drill. It could have been by hand. Who knows?
There's that key for that.
It'll fit in here. Hopefully it will. And it looks like it's not going to. And this is the biggest drive I got. Yeah, there's no way it's going to fit in there. For a second, I'll get another thing out here. I just don't want to get as much, as little contact from my car as it possibly can get.
This is a copy for everyone.
I think mine was sitting right there. Perfect. Okay. That's going to have to be good enough. We have this. Not very small bags. We'll put it right in here.
Just set that on top?
Yeah. Okay. Now... That's interesting. I guess we'll just leave it here. We can always come back. Basically, no one's going to be able to really come in here at all after we all leave. So, where was my sheet at? Was that the one you have, or where's? Okay. So, you're Howard.
Yes.
Okay. I got Priscilla. I know Diana.
And the two young ladies.
Tanya Moore. Who is Tanya? You're Tanya Moore?
Morse.
Morse? Okay, gotcha. And then you're, she's over there. Tiara. Okay. Same last names. You guys sisters? Fair enough. What is...
have the same address.
Oh, okay, perfect. What is your middle name?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
No, you're fine.
It's Michelle. M-Y.
M-Y.
C-H-E-L-L-E.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. And then what's your middle name? Lee. Perfect. Okay. And then what does J stand for?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jean.
Jean?
Jeanne.
Jeanne. Okay. And yeah. Yeah. Howard, what's your middle name? Earl. Earl. Okay. Perfect.
My address is 292 North Lake, California.
Gotcha. And then you're Alan?
Yes.
Okay. What's J stand for?
I'm sorry?
What's J stand for in your name?
James.
James? Okay. And then I had your middle name with a B. What's
Bernard.
Bernard?
In fact, you know what? I got my MDL now. Before you guys had the Ohio DL.
Perfect.
Yeah, I switched over to the dark side.
Oh no! Look at you.
They make you put everything on your birth certificate, so it's actually Michael Bernard Gerard, because my father just loved me that much. Yeah. And then I have my confirmation name, so.
Okay, I guess I'll just write that down real quick too.
Well, I get home. Dinner ain't ready. I'm gonna bitch and do that. I ain't gonna eat.
Gotta be careful. It's a double-edged sword.
Okay.
That pendulum swings both ways.
Thank you, sir, very much. We got phone numbers for everybody, dates of birth for everybody, middle names for everybody. Fantastic. Okay.
My birthday's not on there.
What is your date of birth?
8/9/69.
8/9/69.
Mine's 62, so.
You're a baby.
I am. Same year as me.
Okay. And just to go through it one real quick time, you guys came here, this was a scheduled visit. You were in here about a week ago, everything was fine. You were in here again yesterday. Yesterday, what time did you leave again?
I was only in here for about 5 minutes, and I ran into Woody. What time did you figure? About
around 10 o'clock, because I had to be
That's 10 a.m., yes? Okay. And then to everyone's knowledge, no one has been in here since 10 a.m. tomorrow. Your key. Mind if I take that? The key to this machine?
Oh.
Okay. And who issued you that key? Who issued you that key?
I did.
You did? Okay, gotcha. And is there a way of finding out who else may have a key similar to that, or the exact same key? Or
That's the only.
that's the only key for this machine?
It's the only
It's the
one.
only one on that chain, but there's a whole bunch of them, or at least 3 or 4 of them in the office in the cabinetry.
Okay, those are easily accessible?
Not without a key to get in the office.
Was the office closed?
It was
Oh,
locked
goodness
when
gracious.
I left office.
Do you want
Okay.
me to get those keys out too? In case they're
Well,
here?
no one should be in here for, no one should be in here, so no, that's fine.
Okay.
We'll just take one key.
I'm supposed to be doing a RAL before I scheduled it for yesterday, but I'll do it a different time.
Okay.
But I have to have everything turned into the county by the 21st.
Okay.
And I can do that all right just in the office, not like I need to, we could probably, do we have a key to this room?
I don't know. I don't have a key.
I don't think so. I don't have one either. But I mean, I promise you that I would never do anything to compromise.
Sure,
I've
well,
already felt like the main suspect because I was here.
Well, I appreciate you, I appreciate you letting me know things, okay? So,
Yeah. So I'm gonna be in there tomorrow. I was planning on doing it tomorrow.
Okay.
I will put it off a few days just because I'm kind of rattled.
yeah, that's a good
I
idea.
have to do it between sometime, it has to be turned into the county by the 21st, so I can even wait right up till the 20th and do
Okay.
it then.
Okay.
And that might be easier for you and for me.
Yeah, most likely. It's going to be a minute. I'm on half hour OT already, which is fine. But okay. As far as that goes, I don't even know what those initials stand for, but it's going to have to wait. So it's fine. I don't need to
It's an
know.
audit of the election.
Okay. So yeah, that's going to have to wait. But anyway, as far as we know, no one was in here between 10 a.m. yesterday and 4 o'clock today.
Right.
Anyone dispute that? Okay. At this point in time, I guess everyone can get out. I'm gonna be taking some pictures, putting up some tape, and calling the sergeant and see what's going on. It is what it is.
Every once in a while that dirt falls on your blade, so.
Yeah.
So this will be a crime scene, so no one will be able to come in. That would be tampering with evidence and
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff, which is a felony. So just spread the word, huh?
Spread the word that it comes in.
Yeah, right?
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
So, are we, anything else that you need? Are you still-
Not at the time being. We'll probably need to talk to everyone, but there's a lot going on here, and there's a lot of people to talk to, and we would be here for probably another 2 hours. So we're going to put it on pause for right now. Everybody get out, and then we'll take photographs. This will be passed on, and we'll get to the bottom of it, okay?
Okay. Thanks for coming, Earl, whatever it was for. Sorry, brother.
You're good.
Is there anything I can do to assist you in any way, shape, or form?
Hang on. I'm going to put this on mute for a second.
By the way, it sounds like your battery's dying.
Yeah, it's been time since I got here.
Are you guys from the state or anything? I just feel like I should be checking who you're from. Is this a legit thing I'm doing for you?
Yes, ma'am, it is legitimate.
Okay.
We've never
they're
put
just-
you in a position like that.
I would
They're
hope
just
not.
recording me, so that way.
Yeah.
This is to cover everyone.
This is where we put where you would put your ballot in.
So,
And down here is where the ballots go. I mean, they drop down into.
so all of this here is also all empty?
Yeah, I can show you.
Yeah.
And that's probably, these are the funny little keys. Let me see if I got one on here. I doubt if it would be there.
Same one don't work?
No,
different
that's
keys. I
the
see.
round keys are the ones that we use on top.
Yeah.
And I don't know, if this would, it seemed like it was a silver key. Yeah, I think those must go to that one that we use for handicapped people. That don't wanna market themselves as computer marked. This might do it though. Oh, dang it. I'm hoping I can find one. See, I haven't sorted through them all because I didn't think I'd have to mess with this for a while, so.
Yeah, I just want to see if there's any brains on the bottom.
No, there's not. As far as I can remember.
Can you get me in the picture, or you get mine in the picture? Make sure. Oh yeah, so it's just all
And this is the same thing, and we would just open this if one got jammed, and two of us would, back when I was on the election board. And if it was jammed or stuck in there, then we had to slide it.
So they all go down here, okay, so this, alright, so that's what that is. So this is, the whole computer is all inside of there.
Yeah.
Nothing in the back? Cause I've not seen this model before.
Huh?
I've not seen this model before.
Yeah, we've had it for quite a few years.
What's in the back of it?
That's just, and that's where the plugins at, and where the on off is for dropping them down. I don't know what, okay, don't need to lock it till we get ballots anyways.
Yeah, let's go back.
There we go.
Oh. Normal.
And that takes another key, hopefully the same one, I would hope. Yeah, see, we have this is our outlet cord, which is very long.
So this is just powering, so this really, the computer is all in here.
Yep, it is.
Can I take this out?
Yes. We just have to lift it up and pull it forward, I believe. Oh, maybe I need to have on lots of them.
Is this a lock for it?
No. I don't think so. Oh, yeah, there we go. Slide it forward, that's what you
That's the power cord.
And then you can hook that
Alright.
and lift it right out of there.
Okay. And then, do you have a key for this one?
Yeah, that's that little round.
Okay.
Both of those. The same key opens those.
Okay. Tomorrow they're doing the cleanup?
No, the state the recommendation for the,
That's the printer. Alright, so this is, there's the power. Well, it has battery. Oh, interesting.
it has a battery in case our power goes out while we're using
Okay.
it.
So, how do we get inside of this thing? So the USB ports are right down here.
There's one we can hook into our phone line, because that's how we used to have to do it. And, or that might have been over here.
So you don't have Wi-Fi here at the...
We do now, yeah, we didn't at the time.
Okay.
We just have to go through our phone line, which was meant dragging it into the office.
Back in the old days?
Yeah, and plugging it into the phone.
You got
in
the
office.
TrueStream internet now?
Yeah, makes it a lot faster. I'm sure, like I said, I haven't been on the election board for about
It's like
3
the
years.
software is 2018. So that's the only 3 USB ports right there.
Yeah.
You have to have a key to get to those.
Mm-hmm. And we don't leave any of those keys in here ever. I mean, I don't. I keep that with me all the time. I don't know if there's other ones here. If they are, they're probably locked somewhere.
Well, that's a good thing. You say you're the only one that had the key to kind of
As far
get
as-
into the computer, so.
Right, as far
Yeah.
as I know at this point. You know.
Right, yeah, and you always have that key in your possession.
Yeah, ever since I got these keys from.
This shows the scanner board number,
Okay.
the model. I can't read it. I don't have my glasses on.
I'm saying,
I have to do that too, wear my glasses.
It's a touch screen. So you have to have like a mouse to move around.
No, it's a touch screen, I'm pretty sure, because that's how we always used it. I'm pretty sure, so, what do you,
How do I get in? How do I get out of this?
oh, you go to exit, and then out of this one,
Yeah.
don't open, turn off, probably.
What is this stuff here for?
Let me see if I can remember. This right here is for a rejected ballot, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember, to be honest with you. It's been a while since I had to work with this.
So this here shuts it down.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it shuts it down completely, but it must. Yeah, it does.
So it's a DOS system. All right. Let me put my USB. They're reformatting it tomorrow.
What's that?
So they're reformatting it tomorrow.
No, he's just gonna come and clean the ink heads on them. Or the rollers on them or something, as we already call them. Brian Stark. I think it's
Stark,
gonna-
yeah, right, so the Cadillac.
Yeah. And it's not gonna be tomorrow, actually, it's gonna be the 19th. Tomorrow is when we have to do our RAL, the at-risk audit of the.
Every county's getting done.
Yeah.
Of course, you need to send a USB drive because you've got. Do you have a special USB drive that you plug into this?
Actually, all we put into there is the, they give us a thumb drive that we put in there that goes back to the county.
Okay.
And I don't really remember putting them in here per se.
It's super thin. The regular one's not fitting in there.
Yeah, it's a certain one from the county, and
So it won't fit in there.
there is something down in there. I don't know what, can you see that down in there without glasses? There's something blue down in there, so I don't know if it's in the way or if it's just, it's like a little edge of something. Can you see that down in there?
Yeah, it looks like a little.
Like something might be blocking it or something, I can't tell. Like maybe when they clip the, cause we have to have it, you know, we have to secure it in there with a,
It looks like. Is it a stopper or did something break off in there?
I think what it is it looked to me, but I might not be right about that, but it almost looks like something that broke off in there when they were clipping there, cause we get these labels that we have to take the wire clips and clip them. They're like security things, same things that we put on our, but maybe not, I can't tell. At first I thought it was something that was setting in there just now that's holding it together, you know. Holding it so that you could put a smaller one in there. Because we use a certain one for the county one, and that's, I think we only put one in there at the previous elections anyways, when I was here. And then we have to seal it in the bag a bunch of other stuff.
So, this one right here. Oh, there's one in the back. Yeah, there's one in the back. So this one's widely open to.
No, you have to
big-
unlock it though. That part too has to be, the back has to be unlocked by that same round key.
Okay, let me see here if I can plug. Because this one, there's another USB in the back.
Is there?
Yep.
Good.
Let's see if that will. Let's see if it. Turn off my flashlight. In the days we didn't have all the things on the phone.
I know. Everything's on their phones now, which is kind of convenient, but also kind of a hassle sometimes.
So it's not bypassing it.
And you say these ones are too big. I wish I could remember the size of the ones that they used, because it's one they send us specifically from the state, from Emmet County or wherever we get all of our supplies for the election.
So this here, what is this here? What is this here? Is this,
I think that's just where it takes them down. I think it pushes them towards the back.
oh, so it's part of the scanning process.
Yeah, I think so. Because that has to set right up against it.
So the actual machine, let's see.
If it was more current, I'd know more about it. More, if my skills of working on the election board was more current, it would make it easier.
They have special like little plastic. You can't put a regular thumb drive in there. You have something super. Is it real skinny? The one that
Yeah,
you have?
it's about this long and it's
Super skinny.
yep, it's pretty skinny. I mean, I don't really pay too much attention, but it's, you know, because we just put it in there and lock it into place, and it's one of the things that we have to cut off. And, you know, I don't know, and I didn't know a lot of what we had to do because I was just working under the clerk.
This is a pretty standard thumb drive. This here.
Yeah, I can run home and see if I got a skinny one. I'll be right back, I'll take it.
No, it's not the. This is a.
It's how thick it is down here, I think, is what's
This
stopping
part right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is.
Okay, I'm gonna see.
Because it seemed to me like it
Right back.
didn't look that thick when we put them in there. It was
And
more,
Howard, if you have a little pair of needle nose, it looks like something broke off down there. Did he? Can you go tell him?
yeah, I might have them in the office, because that's what, the only thing we can use to clip those off. So let me check real quick.
Did you?
Why that doorknob looks like that.
Did you find it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It looks
that,
like somebody tried to take the doorknob off.
It does. I mean, the
And it
fact
was
that
not like that when we came in here, it really wasn't. So I don't know if we need to call the cops and have it investigated. I don't know
I mean,
how,
this was
because the lot,
all
don't-
this.
see this thing, you'd think it was still,
Well, this one here, you would have had to have.
it would have had to have been unlocked up there, but then why would they bother to mess with this? That doesn't
Well,
make sense. does
when
it?
you left, you said you locked this upstairs,
Yeah,
right?
yep,
So
we pulled it
there's
shut
no
and
pry
locked it.
marks here. There's none, zero
Right.
pry marks, no kind of entry marks.
And
But
not
this
to
is
mention-
saying, so to me, as a police officer, somebody opened this. And then they
I'm
made it
wondering-
look like this was something. So
Here's what-
something happened here that's not right.
Right.
In my experience as a law
Exactly.
enforcement officer and also working with the Bureau of Criminal Investigation, this is funny.
Do you think they want to leave it to look like it was somebody with a key? No, they had to have a key because they had to get into the building.
There's no way of making
And
it
then-
look like
yeah.
whoever is responsible for this has access to that key.
Yes.
So.
And they also, I don't know why they did that to the doorknob.
To make it look
So
like
so it's just like if somebody does something like, say they want to make an insurance claim, and so they destroy their house, making it look like a house invasion
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
They take all their own
Oh, yeah.
stuff. So it basically is an inside job.
Right.
To me, that's exactly what you're looking at here. Is we're going to make it look like somebody broke in. But if somebody broke in, number one, they wouldn't be playing games. They'd have kicked this whole door in. Because this
Right.
frame and that doorknob, I can donkey kick this door open one shot.
Right.
So if you're going to do it, why play games?
Who would do it? Who would have it? I'll tell you, there's only a few people that have the key. It's me, Howard, Steve, my brother, who's the clerk.
Mhm.
And I don't know if he even who has the key to that for sure. I didn't even try to see
Right.
if I could unlock it because I don't really want to touch too much of it.
Correct.
And
Well, you said that you guys had a hard time that day getting in.
just because I had to find the key to
You had to
fit
find the
it.
key. Okay.
And I couldn't
okay.
remember, I still can't remember, because it was like, you know, we were just getting it open to put the boxes in here, so. it's like-
Okay. And at that time, you didn't see anything weird or different
No,
with the machine?
the
It was-
machine was sitting right where it was when you guys got here. It
Okay.
hadn't been moved as far as I could tell.
And when you came today, you noticed what?
When I came today, and, well, I went into the office because I didn't know what he wanted to talk to me about, and then when he said, called my name, and I came out here, and then he had me come in here, and I said, well, I gotta find the key, and then I realized. And what he said, it's wide open.
Okay, so you came, you went into the office, you went to get the keys, and when you came here, you saw the door open with
With
what
Woody
appears to be
standing
some
here.
sort of
I
damage.
didn't even really look at the door until I started looking, until I came in here and Woody already had pushed it open and said,
So you hadn't
That's where
you
I-
hadn't come in here at all before we got here.
no. Because I didn't know
And you
what,
said
I
Woody-
thought Woody was just gonna, that's Howard, was gonna just talk to me.
Right. Okay. All right.
About
So
something.
when we all arrived, that's when you grabbed the key, and then you noticed at that point in time. So you never looked at the door before
No,
you came in
I
today.
didn't even enter this room, the reading room, as
Yes,
we
ma'am.
call it.
Okay. And you personally locked that top lock when you and your brother were here last
Yes, we did.
on or
Yes.
before the 4th or 5th of January.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And
All
in
right.
fact, I remember pulling the door shut with my hand, and that's why I know the doorknob was never like that. And I put to hold it shut while I turned and locked.
Okay.
It's almost like the screws
Well, I
were.
wouldn't touch that doorknob. Just because you don't want your prints on it.
I already got mine on it
Yeah,
too, because
I
I was like, "Wow, what's wrong with the doorknob?"
Yeah. Well, your prints are going to be on the door no matter what.
Right. Yeah.
His, he'd have to explain.
Yeah. Well, we'll tell him that he touched
Yeah.
it too. But
Yeah.
here's the thing that worries me. Besides Howard that has the key, it's Howard. It's all of the board members have a key. Me, Marie, Howard, and Woody.
So 4 people.
4 people on the board because we just got Marie Alfalter just became our new trustee, but she doesn't have a key to anything at this point.
Yeah, it's...
And then Woody's wife has a key, but it's just to come in and go and clean in the main room and clean the reading room. So she might have been able to say if this was like this when she came in here, if she's seen that door like that.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember who all has keys to the house.
I think that's.
To the house.
Yeah, that looks like it's bigger than.
I know.
Here, why don't you put this on me?
Okay.
You see your thumb drive. Let's see if that. Something's hiding in the slot.
I'm correct. I'm hearing you. 4 people have a key to this door, the deadlock.
If that many do.
Correct.
Because I don't even know if everybody has a key to that.
Right, okay.
And on the board, you know, I know there's.
Oh, perfect.
But we know you have a key?
I do somewhere, yeah.
Something was broken off.
Mm-hmm, sure is.
Right. Alright, so there's a possibility of 4 people have a key to this deadlock, which opens this door. No one else has.
Yours won't go down either.
Pardon me?
Yours won't go down either. It's too thick.
It's too fat to me, huh?
Let's see here. Let's just go down.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
Can't get to it.
There's a reason why it's locked.
Now let me see. Where is? I can get into the computer. Now look at this. There's a warranty void, and looks like somebody's already gotten into it.
Right here.
Yeah, you don't have to get too close, otherwise it'll be.
Yeah.
So that says warranty void removal. So somebody's been in. This is where the computer.
Oh, you're right.
So warranty void. Yeah, these are all stripped.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even open this up
Yep, I
without,
see that.
without drilling tools. They've been because nobody could get into this way, so they open it up this way.
Ah, okay.
What do you think about this?
About what?
About the door being,
I think it should be checked. I think fingerprints were took, of course, we touched it, that's the only thing.
yeah, but
Come
still.
here, Blaine.
Well, except that I touched it, but
We can account for you.
These are been
this
damaged.
warranty thing has been opened, and they're actually stripped. This is how you get into the actual computer, because you can't. If you can't get into here, you
So
gotta.
who would know how to do that?
I don't know.
Who would break in? I think somebody broke in.
That's what I
do.
think now,
But
yeah.
how did they
But
get
they
in
would
the
have-
front door, Woody? It had to be somebody with a key.
They would have also had have to have the key for taking this out of there, because you couldn't get into
Right,
it without taking it
and
out.
there was the Priscilla, when she gave them to me, that one was on her key ring.
Yeah.
I just hope nothing like that happened. That's all I can say.
Well, I tell you what, that's a federal crime.
Absolutely.
That's a federal crime. That's a
Yeah.
federal pay. You go to prison minimum
Yeah.
25 years, if not longer.
For tampering with election stuff,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yes,
That woman
ma'am.
in Texas got
Absolutely.
one. She's
Yeah.
Whoever's behind this better get in front of it. They're looking at a long sit down.
Well, I just want to know who, though, because it makes me nervous now, because I'm the clerk.
See-
But I've only been the
see
clerk
this-
since after the
This is
election.
all chewed up. I brought it
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
amplified it. You can see how it's.
Okay.
You had to have a.
What, a Phillips screwdriver?
Well, it's all chewed up. You can see how it's all chewed up.
Oh, geez, it really is.
So if
isn't
you
it?
look at it,
Holy
because
cow.
it's hard to see it close.
Oh, yeah.
But with that expanded, you can see that the edges are,
Yep,
are
they're all
chewed
torn
up.
off.
It's actually chewed up. And all these are chewed up because somebody didn't have the right kind of tool to get into
Get
it.
in there, yeah.
So, you only have one machine, right?
Yeah.
So this machine has been compromised already.
I see that. Yep. Anybody got suggestions? Should we call the state police in, or what?
I don't know either. I never would have thought something like this would happen across the
Yeah.
village. That's the thing.
No, it's
definitely all chewed up. If you look at that close, they didn't have the right tool. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to just stop this.
About it. I thought we were going in just taking a copy of the fucking drive. Excuse my French. But seriously, this is crazy. And then you're interrogating my friends, and you accuse my friend. I couldn't use her phone anymore. Like, I was borrowing her phone when I couldn't have a phone. And then you interrogated her and told her that she was me, and I wasn't even anywhere near her. I was like hundreds of miles away.
Okay.
Ugh.
Where are you right now? Are you?
Whatever.
I'm sorry.
Where
Where
are you?
I'm in Emmet County. I'm in
You don't
just
have
north of
any
Petoskey.
right to ask me anything.
Okay.
Have you guys taken a copy of the drive?
Tara, calm down, okay? Please.
No, I'm not going to fucking calm down. Did you see what happened at 3 o'clock this morning? At
No.
the Capitol?
I haven't had a chance
You
to.
have a
I'm on nights. All right. I haven't had a chance to watch news. Okay.
All right, well then watch what happened at 2:30, between 2:30 and 5 a.m. at the Capitol.
Okay. I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
And Ashley Babbitt is not dead, and the whole stupid whatever they call the riots of the January 6th is ridiculous. Okay, dude,
All right.
seriously, take your oath seriously.
Okay. I am.
Get Ellen to get a copy of whatever's left off of that drive after they literally preempted us. The only reason I even knew about the fact that they were, because I talked to Tristan Cole, I talked to John DeMuse, I talked to Lee Chatfield, and I told them there's no reason to erase any information in the state of Michigan. We have literally no elections coming until May. Are you listening to me?
Yes, I'm here.
Good.
Yeah, are you done? I figured I'd let you talk.
Waiting for your questions.
Well, I don't really have a ton of questions. Basically, so this is.
Give me one.
Well, you're the one who's been.
You scared everyone that was in the good side of this. You scared them.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. So
stop doing that. If you're doing the right thing, stop scaring people. You're not going to scare me. I'm not afraid of fucking anything. They literally slammed me into concrete, had injuries, took my phone, took my wallet, took my credit card, took everything from me.
Who did that?
I'm still not scared.
Okay.
Who did that? I wish I knew.
Okay. Can I talk now?
And
every time I try to talk, I'm not trying to be rude. Every time I talk, you yell at me. So
it's fine. I called you to talk to you first.
Okay.
And now you can ask me questions, and I'll be quiet.
All right. Well, thank you. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that we're on your side. Okay, we are. We're trying to figure out just what's exactly going on, which is why we took the machine in the first place. Your first voicemail that you had left on the day of was demanding to know why I had taken the machine. Well, we took it because something happened up there, so it's in our possession, and so it hasn't been wiped. We want to know why there was.
No, it was wiped before you even got it. There should have never been any breaking of those seals. And the screws, Alan and Sharkey are the whitest hats in the world, and so is Howard Wood. I am telling you, there is no one on that team that you saw that night that is not a white hat. So I need you to do me a favor and let Alan take a copy of the drive, okay? So
The machine.
the DIG team. It's the DIG. know what DIG is?
I do not. Tell me.
Okay. Data Integrity Group.
Okay.
It's a nonpartisan group, and you cannot reveal that I actually work for them. The only people who know that I actually work for them, they wouldn't tell you because they're so awesome. But you got to understand, this is a global problem. It's not just a U.S. problem.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to understand, and basically where I'm coming from is we were definitely on your side. Okay.
Good.
Yes.
Because I have Jim Gullidge, who backs me up. He's known me since I was like literally 10. We've known each other.
Okay.
We went through school together. We graduated together. Okay? Sergeant Gullidge at the jail. He's the one I called because they gave me a number for you. And by the way, I gave him that number. I don't have it right now, but I need you to look that number up because whoever I called recorded my phone conversation. I thought I was talking to you.
When was this? I have absolutely no clue what you're talking about.
The very day I talked to Jim.
When was that?
So he can back it up. I don't know how long have I been without a phone, been smashed up, and like really seriously. I don't know. Hold please. Hold please. I'll figure it out. Let me go get that iPhone. Oh, I'm so sore.
Did someone beat you up? What's going on?
No, they smashed my fucking head in the ground and stole everything from me, and then they fucking whatever. I don't even know what's going on right now. Honestly, I don't know. I don't give a shit. This is the deal. Here's what I want you to know. That no matter what happens to me, I need you to do the right thing with that machine.
We're absolutely trying to. We really are.
Okay, so absolutely go to Alan, because he's scared shitless of you. And he's a good guy. Stop interrogating the bad guys, stop interrogating the good guys, and start looking for the bad guys. And I'm going to tell you who to look for, the Kellers. And they have stolen Title I money. We have so much information on them. It doesn't even matter what you do at this point.
Who knows about all that
information? Become a hero.
Who knows about the information?
No, I am not privy to tell you that.
Okay, well, that's fine. So basically, what I want to get at here.
Hold, please. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I was looking for something for you, right?
Yes, you were.
It was what the number that somebody gave me. Hold on. I gotta get into my cryptid mail. Hold, please. If this thing hangs up, it's a burner phone. So, literally, I still don't have a SIM card for my regular damn phone. I'm so pissed. You don't even understand what I've been through. I have no freaking idea. Alright. Hang on. Proton mail. Now, I can put you in touch with Phil Waldron. I can put you in touch with Cindy Powell. I can put you in touch with whomever you choose to talk to if you don't want to talk to me. But here's the deal.
Push pause for a second.
Simple little white hat psyop just to connect the dots. All we are trying to do is connect the dots between the Dominion machines that we already have from Antrim to the ESS machines. And I'm telling you, right under your feet, since 2018, Whitlis was not elected properly. I don't care what side of the fence you are on. It doesn't matter to me. I'm bipartisan. I'm telling you, well, yeah, I was bipartisan until I figure out what's going on. Anyway, I'm telling you that the 2018 election in Michigan was a complete fraud. This one, they fraudulently even went to Cross Village. Come on, this should be so simple and not that hard. I'm so really why would they work so hard?
Who
I'm like,
who would work hard?
who the hell knows who is ever trying to cover up their own tracks? And I would start looking at the Secretary of State, since she's the one who sent the freaking notice. And that's why when she sent it to the past treasurer, right? You know who that is, right? So there's Diane Keller and her brother.
Mm-hmm.
The two of them are now a Democrat and a Republican holding offices in Cross Village. Howard Wood is the only real person left in that scenario, okay?
Okay.
Are you getting my program right now?
Not 100%, but keep going.
Whatever. Ask me questions then.
Okay, so basically, I'm not going to ask you a whole lot of questions because this has been passed along to our detective bureau, right? And who are on your side. Don't get me wrong.
I don't want that fucking drive. Excuse me. I don't want anybody that's not a patriot in charge of that.
Oh, they're absolutely patriots, okay? They absolutely are. I actually spoke with our detective sergeant earlier. His name is Detective Sergeant Matt Learstein. And he would actually really like to speak with you.
I know, Matt.
Okay, he'd really like to speak with you. Basically, he wants to get...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Call me. I mean, now I have a phone.
Is this number is going to be good for at least a little while?
Yeah, it's the burner phone. Until I get the SIM card for the other one, this is it.
Okay. Because, yeah, I mean, basically, he had brought up that, I mean, it's a good thing that we have them...
Ellen needs to get a copy of the drive, okay?
Right, well, no...
Ellen gets a copy of the drive. He will give you the same exact copy that he takes.
Okay.
You can sit there and watch him. He's very nervous. He's upset. He thinks that he's doing something wrong. I told him, we haven't done anything wrong. You're not on our bad side. You're on our good side. I haven't had a chance to talk to you yet, but you can talk to your supervisor, whoever, whatever, Matt. Talk to Matt. It doesn't matter. I will conference call all of you at the same time. We all need a copy of the drive because there is really, are you freaking kidding me, that somebody stages a break-in. Starkey is a retired sheriff, okay? I sent a retired sheriff with Alan. You got that, right?
Sure. I knew he was retired law enforcement. I didn't know he was retired sheriff. But anyway, go on.
Sharky. You know Sharky, right? He was there when you picked up the drive.
You saying Sharky or Starkey?
Sharky. There's Starkey.
It's Starkey.
Sharky. I think it's Sharky.
No, it's with a S-T, not S-H. But either way, go on.
Okay. Anywho, I never met the guy in person, but I got him through other patriots, and he was the one I sent with Alan because I needed somebody to record everything, and thank God I did that because Alan would be sitting on a skewer stick right now if I hadn't.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. So, basically, as I've tried to get out a couple different times, this case has been turned over to our detective department, okay? And Matt is sergeant of that, and he would really like to speak with you. I can relay everything that you and I are talking about right now. However, he'd like to speak with you and really would like to... No, he's not here right now. He works 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. However, he would really like to chat with you. He'd like to chat with you in person. He's interested in everything that you're speaking about right now. He's very patriotic.
Okay. So, you can fly down.
Fly down?
I literally was 2,000 miles away this whole time. I've not been there.
Okay. Are you coming back to Michigan at all?
What?
Or have you moved, or are you...
Oh my God, you don't even... Just talk to Jim about my lifestyle, okay? I'm not going to repeat that on this phone because I'm being listened to. And I'm fine with you listening to me and recording me. I don't have a problem with that. But, no. Hell to the hell no. Am I telling you where I'm at?
Okay. That's fine.
I'm safe. And you get what I've been through? You want me to send you some pictures?
Well, I keep asking you if you were... You said you were shoved to the ground and beat up and had your phone smashed, but you won't give me any details about it. So I was just trying to figure out what was going on.
No, I didn't say I had my phone smashed.
You did. That was one of the first things you said in the conversation.
Everything stolen from me. Okay. I did not say. I said I had my head smashed. I did not say anything else was smashed.
Okay. My apologies.
So, get back to the real interrogation here. Okay? You want to interrogate me? I will. Yeah, I literally can write this all out for you. But I'm not going to. Because here's the deal. You guys need to get a copy of that drive. You need to record the fact that somebody else, other than the white hats, came in there. And that woman who is in charge.
Who's that?
That woman, whatever, the woman that was on the video that they gave me.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
No lying.
I have absolutely no clue what you're talking about. You have a video?
Yeah, I have a video, lots of videos. I have a video of you putting the drive in your car.
Okay. Yeah, I did do that. I don't. What woman are you talking about?
I have a video of everything.
Okay.
From start to finish. And then after. And you guys left that thing, and you never caution tape the whole building or shut it off for anyone. And I have other people who have been watching that family, that woman.
Who's that woman?
I don't know who she is. The woman who said that to Sharky, she said, or Starkey, whatever. She told him, I have her saying to him on the video that somebody broke in to the room.
Are you talking about Diane Keller?
I don't know the woman. I don't know what her name is. Doesn't matter. I can tell you what she looks like. She's a small woman between maybe 50 and 65. I don't know which. She has dark hair with a lot of gray. She looks sideways all the time while she's talking to Sharky or Starkey. Is it Sharky or Starkey?
It's
Come
Starkey.
on, help me out.
ST, not SH.
Starkey. Okay, so it's Starkey. I love that guy, by the way. I've never met him in person, but he's awesome. And he did exactly, look it. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this, okay?
Yes.
Lombardo Spa is real. You understand that, right? You know what Lombardo Spa is?
I don't. Enlighten me.
Okay, that's the satellite that the Vatican owned, that the Italians who have given us, the insider who has been the whistleblower, has given us the affidavit to tell us that he was hired by the Italian government, which is all now, by the way, defunct. And that went up into Lombardo Spa, and Lombardo Spa is owned by the Vatican. The Vatican owns the banks, okay, central banking system. You're talking about a huge deal right now. Never in your life will you ever get another one of these cases, because
how does Cross Village get wrapped up into this whole thing? How does Cross Village get wrapped up into the whole thing? I mean, if we're talking...
Well, because I went to this stupid recount on Friday, right? Okay, so here, back up into me. So, remember the family video, right?
Yes, Sean and Petoskey?
During, before the election.
Okay.
Remember the signs that were behind the behind the fence? Bob Berg owns Family Video, the whole, and then he bought, in process, bought JCPenney's. When I put up the Back to Blue stuff at JCPenney's, in the Trump stuff, they put the Shannara Law stuff, and I had people threatening me. Goziak can affirm this, and so can Ben Carlson. Yeah, is it Ben Carlson?
Yep.
The last name Carlson?
Yep.
Okay, so Brock has known me. He grew up at my house. Brock is best friends with my son. Okay, you know Brock, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Anywho, so I got a lot of threats and a lot of crap happened, but I didn't want anybody to be scared, right?
Sure.
So I downplayed it. And then one night, Scoziak called me, and I was like, let loose on him. And he, like, I said, you guys need to do your fucking job. I am getting death threats, like, pictures of guns, and people saying I'm coming for you. All that crap was going on to me, right? It was just to me personally. So I wasn't scared, but I wanted them to know. Sorry, I gotta smoke a cigarette. This is stressing me out to the max. Okay, so, can you ask me a question? Like,
I was asking you how
Sorry,
Cross
what?
Village is wrapped up in this whole thing, which you haven't answered yet, but that's fine.
What's that?
I was asking you how Cross Village is wrapped up in this whole thing.
Okay, so I was at the JCPenney building, and we did the election party, right? So we were planning on a victory party, right? And at 10 p.m., it was a victory. At 12 p.m., it was still a victory, right? But Bob Banner and his wife, Cindy, were there, and they were, and I was watching the numbers, and I'm like, this is really weird. Like, Bob was up, okay, because I talked to 27,000 people in person at that downtown location, okay?
That's a lot of people.
So, what?
That's a lot of people.
You know how many people stopped in there? It was crazy. It was insane. They were so happy to know that somebody was brave enough to put a Trump sign up. And now that people, and I don't know which side of the fence you fall on, it doesn't even matter to me. This is a nonpartisan issue. However, if you voted for Biden, you're an idiot. But anyway, just saying, because I got the new drops on that. So, new
I
drops
understand.
today.
I think just about every law enforcement officer in the nation probably voted for Trump, so don't worry about that.
I'm not. I don't care. If you didn't, you're an idiot. That's the thing. I said, if you didn't vote for Trump, you're an idiot. Like, if you voted for Biden,
All right, go on. Let's stay on task here. Cross Village. What's going on with that?
So after the election, one of the volunteers left with the JCPenney building keys that night at around midnight. I didn't know that until after the fact, but she left, Mary Siegler, and you can talk to her. She's awesome. She's a great patriot. You can tell her I told you to talk to her. She lives like 6 blocks from my house up there. Anyway, she accidentally took the keys, but I couldn't leave Bob Berg's building empty, right? So I have 3 streams on the TV that John had set up, and we're all watching those streams. One's OANN, and then the other one was Right Side Broadcasting, and then the other one was CNBC or whatever, the mainstream. And then I had on my iPad, So one was OANN, Right Side Broadcasting was on my iPad. And I'm watching it, and I'm getting texts from my friends overseas, right? So I'm like, and they're like, Trump won in a landslide. It's 401 to 123 or 403 or something to 123. It was 400 and something to 120 something. Okay? And these are my friends from overseas. And I'm like, okay. And I'm just cleaning up because I don't have anything else to do and I can't leave Bob's building empty, so I'm inside the building, right? So I just clean up the whole party by myself and watching all this stuff. But my mathematical mind is looking at it and going, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, this doesn't make any sense. No mathematical equation fits this mold. 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 4 anymore. I'm freaking out, right? Because I'm like, everybody's going to wake up and freak out. And they should. Because it wasn't real. I'm getting literally screenshots from what happened overseas, and the whole thing stops. Everybody stops right? They're supposedly stopping. They're supposedly stopping the votes. But on one screen that I had going out of the 3, I had one going, and it was showing people shoving these mail-in ballots that had never been folded into these machines over and over and over. Okay, so fast forward. Friday is a recount for ESS machine in Cross Village, Emmet County, right? And Priscilla calls me the day before and says, well, which is the day after the election, Thursday, day and a half after the election. She calls me and says, I have a recount because something happened with the machine. And I'm like, what? So, of course, I'm right on it, right? So I call 6 patriots. We all go down to the county courthouse, and one of them was, I can look at the list. I can't. Greg was one of them. Lynn, Priscilla, myself, Krista, and one more. I can't remember the other guy's name. Anywho, I have it all written down. So we go down on Friday morning for the recount for Cross Village because what happened is the tabulator was just one vote off. And it's only 232 or 233 votes, depending on which tabulator ticket you look at, right? But that's not my problem. My problem is that I knew right away when I watched what was going on the election that there was a problem with software and algorithms because I have a accounting and computer degree. I know how easy it is to switch a debit to a credit, okay? I mean, literally my job for 3 years out of college was to defunct and try to abolish my boss's system, which is iCommander, and you can look that up. His name was Ken Olson, and I worked for him for many years. Anywho, going forward, you asked me how I got there, right?
Right.
So here I am, and I'm like, Wednesday, I'm shaking my head. And I'm like, this is crazy. Thursday, Priscilla calls and says, there's a problem with the tabulator. Now, it's not a Dominican machine, and I already know, because I talked to Cheryl Guy for over an hour and a half. I talked to a guy named Randy Batchel, who was working for the ESS. Batchel, B-A-C-H-L-E, write that down, because I may never remember it again.
Okay.
Batchel, B-A-C-H-L-E. He was working for ESS, and he was doing the like, what do you call it when somebody calls in for technical difficulties?
IT support?
Yeah. So, and I talked to him on speakerphone with 6 other patriots who can attest to this on Thursday at the house, at my house in Stoskey, 308 Grove, 309 Rush, depending on which street you go to it. But anywho, I was talking to him, and the dude was like, honey, you don't even know how many calls. This has been literally the most technical difficulties I've ever seen in any election in my entire life, but you caught me at a good time because I'm leaving to the DOD. So he was going to the Department of Defense and the Weather Department. In all of my experience, anybody who goes to DOD and weather is top CIA. I don't know. It could be wrong. I could be wrong. Doesn't matter because I never got to follow the guy, but I did send a message to Junior and Cindy Powell and said, you know, here's the guy, and he's at Omaha, Nebraska. So you can follow this up. Randy Bachle, B-A-C-H-L-E. I already told you that. Anywho, you can follow up everything I say. Please do. Please dig don't stop digging.
Okay.
Alright, so what else do you want to know? So then I watched the shit show of the freaking recount, and I watched this girl who I had never met before, but I know Jackie, just so you know, I know Jackie. She's friends with Lisa Manulio, who lives next to me, right? Was the judge's secretary for many, many years. You know what I'm talking about?
Name is familiar to me.
Well, it should be. Anywho, Jackie was really upset over the primary.
This is back in...
She got screwed.
Go on.
And I didn't even know about that, right? So I'm just backing into this. I just heard her talking to Lisa, and then when this all comes down, I start, pulling up the old files, dusting them off, and remembering what I heard. So I go to Lisa, and I try to ask her, and she's like, I don't want anything to do with politics. I freaking quit. I'm retired. I'm done. So, okay, fine. I'm not going to push my neighbor who I love. I'm not going to do that, right?
Sure.
But I still see a smelly fish somewhere. So I get into with the dig, and I used to volunteer for human and sex trafficking, okay?
Okay.
And then I did the offices, and I had to quit volunteering, and thank God I did, because I work for the Kemps, who are the Georgia governor and his wife, and I love his wife, by the way. I don't care what kind of piece of crap he is. His wife is still a good person. Anywho, just saying. So I have to quit all that when I'm doing, and I'm running the office, and the boys all know me. You guys should have known me. I mean, I was the one who put up the 4,400 pounds of hay bales in 2 locations, so 8,800 pounds of hay bales, and made them into chop dolls. So I triggered every libtard on the planet, and especially targeting Mayor John Murphy, who I actually helped get elected. And I went down to the city when I got home in May and asked, and they told me, that girl, Sarah Beck, told me that the election would be next year. So I couldn't even sign up, she told me. It was a lie. Because he ran unattested. How far do you want to get into this?
Well, I think we're coming to a pretty good stopping point. All right. Basically, what I really wanted to know was specifically why Cross Village was chosen as a place to...
The Cross Village is chosen because it connects ESS and the Heart. We already have Heart and Dominion, okay?
Okay.
Cross Village connects. The glitch that happened with the supposed glitch happened when Diane Keller and her family went in to vote after Priscilla left to go get the food.
Okay, this is all the way back in November, right?
So, right, this is November 3rd.
Okay.
So what happened, and I'm gonna back you into this because I already know what happened now, right? That's why I need a copy of the drive. No matter what the condition is, I need to prove that they did something and there's something that can be, uncovered from it. This is what they did. They shoved a blank ballot through. And
you hung up on me, right? Yeah, okay.